Hello YouTube! Our second live stream for the day. I'm so excited to be with you and celebrating the release of my new album, Hope Isn't Far Away. It's so exciting to finally have it available for download everywhere online. I'm going to sing a song now and then I'll chat to you in a moment. But just to say, if you're watching this afterwards and you missed the live stream, then I suggest you should be on my email list so that you don't miss it live next time, because live is when all the fun happens, when all people are chatting in the chat and interacting with me, and it's just so much more exciting when you watch it live. So there's a link down below where you can join my email list, and there's all these rewards you get when you join. And it's a really fun place to be. I put out great emails, if I do say so myself. I think you'll be very happy to be on that list, and then you can join us live next time. So I'm going to start with Sally Gardens. Down by the Sally Gardens, my love and I did meet. She So welcome to everybody. I'm chatting to my one camera over here, which is YouTube, and these are the main guys of the show. And I also have Instagram live watching me here, so I'm not forgetting about you guys, but I'm going to be primarily talking to YouTube. So if you want to feel like I'm looking you in the eyes, then you should join us on my YouTube channel, Christy-Lyn's Music. But welcome to everybody who's joining me for this live stream. It is so exciting to be celebrating my album launch. I can't believe it. It's the 21st of October finally. Okay, I have to show you. Here it is. Hope Isn't Far Away. And I'm so excited about it. I'm so happy to share it with you all. And it is available for download on iTunes and all different places online. So you can have a look at the link down below for iTunes, or you can search for it on Google Play, all those different places. And I have an exciting thing to celebrate. Every time someone downloads my album today, I'm going to be putting...
And they tell us. And they tell us.
If you tell me in the comments, of course, okay? I'm going to be putting a little decoration on my dress. Okay, it's a little gold star. You can see. There we go. I'm going to be adding that to my dress. And we're going to see how many gold stars I can get for making a good album. So if you've ordered my album, if you've downloaded it, and then you must put a comment down below, and I'll give myself a gold star, and hopefully I'll get more than just one lonely gold star, and I'll be able to add them up and have decoration on my dress today. And yeah, that's the big exciting thing. So I'm gonna check in with the comments and see where you're watching from all around the world. Wow, lots of people commenting already. Sure, you guys are excited too. Okay, Joshua's here. Hi, Joshua. And Emma couldn't make it, but she's from Australia, and she said she's purchased my album. Oh, that's time for me to get a gold star. Yay! Thank you, Emma.
She's meeting with a harp
Emma's
maker.
meeting with a harp maker, which is a very good excuse to miss my live stream. So I hope that goes well with Emma. You went down too soon.
That's fine.
Okay, Luther Soul 0324 is here again, and welcome. Then there's Celia's here, and my goodness, she's watching at 1 a.m. in Norway. Joshua, as I said, Ronald is here from Jeffers. What is M in? Minnesota. I'm really bad with those shortenings. Okay, Brooke is here from Louisiana, and he especially gave me the full name so that I didn't have to try and figure out all the shortenings from the states of the US. Matthew is here. Matthew, why are you awake?
It's good. It's his daytime.
Okay, Matthew is in South Africa, same as me, but welcome. I'm very glad you're watching. And then Kayla is watching. She says it's 6 p.m. in Alabama. Welcome. Kayla is one of my Skype students. I'm so glad to have you here. And I've just been teaching her to play a version of Sally Gardens. So that one can be dedicated to you, Kayla. And then Hex Exon said... that was one of his favorites. Awesome. Okay, and in California, then we have Rimmel in Texas. Oh, Hex Exon is a new viewer. Welcome! It's always nice to have new people watching. And yeah, you can tell me your real name so I get to know it. And then Ian is here from Australia. Fantastic. That's why I did this live stream in the middle of the night for me, because I know for the US people it's in the evening, and for Australia and New Zealand it's in the morning. So welcome. I'm glad you could make it. And then Toot Flute is here from Rochester, Minnesota, and glad to have you back again, because I know it was her first time last time. Jean is here from Nebraska, and then Ron from Minnesota as well, and James is back. Welcome. Okay, I think I've got all the people. Oh, Robert First Blah La 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 is here from Germany. Welcome again. And awesome. So many great people joining us, and hi to the new people on Instagram as well.
Brooke's saying, does ordering in the first album count? Do you get another sticker?
Do I get another? I think we're going to do only second live stream stickers, because you already got your sticker, Brooke. I can't take a sticker, or I can't take a gold star twice from the same order. But maybe if you order for a friend, then I'll get another gold star. Okay, so I'm going to sing another song. before I get too excited and talk the whole time. I have to do some music.
So,
yes, I have to tell you what songs I'm performing. Thanks for the reminder, Megs. Because I want to tell you what I'm going to be up to in the rest of this concert. So you're hearing songs all from my album today. I did half of them in the first concert, and now in the second concert I'm doing the other half. So you heard Sally Gardens, a beautiful Irish song. Now I'm going to sing Time After Time, and then you'll hear... I'm going to repeat my original tune, Hope Isn't Far Away, which is the title track. And then I'm going to sing True Colors. I'm going to do Josephine's set of Celtic tunes, then Wild Mountain Time, Can't Help Falling in Love, and Fields of Gold. So that is our lineup for today. I'm going to sing Time After Time for you now. And I chose this beautiful song just because it's a classic. It's beautiful. And I really like the words, how it speaks about... love lasting even when time is passing and things are pretty confusing, but that you can still rely on a loved one and be there for each other, which I think is a beautiful thing. Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and I think of you. Turning in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback to home nights, almost left behind. Suitcase of memories, time after sometimes you picture me. I'm walking far ahead, you're calling to me. I can't hear what you've said. You say, go slow, I fall behind. The second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time, if you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time, if you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time, if you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time. After your picture fades and darkness has turned to grey, watching through windows, I'm wondering if you're okay. Secrets stolen from deep inside. The drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time. Time after time. Time after time. Time after time. If you were wondering why I suddenly looked behind me like that, it's because one of these fairy lights was tickling me.
I was wondering.
I don't know why I felt like I needed to look behind to check what it was, because obviously it was a fairy light, but for some reason it seemed important in the middle of the song. Anyway, Matthew says half a sticker.
Brooke.
Oh. Okay, so Celia's asking me a very important question. because I tweeted in between the two concerts. I just did the other one 4 hours ago, and now I'm doing the second one. And in between I tweeted, by the way, my Twitter is at Christy-Lyn Music, and I'd made a little poll, and I said, what should I do in between the two concerts? Should I watch a movie? Should I play with my kittens? Or should I sleep? And most people said, I can't even remember. Celia, you'll have to tell us what the result of the poll was. Well, yeah, you'll probably be able to see now. But I know that Celia told me that I should not sleep because I'm going to struggle to wake up, and I shouldn't play with my kittens because then I could end up cuddling the kittens and then falling asleep again. So she suggested watching a movie. So I did watch a movie, but I must admit I was playing with the kittens while I was watching the movie. I hope that's okay. Anyway, so I see Legends Productions and Fox Creations said great voice. Thank you so much. I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome. And Toot Flute said, I'm old and don't use iTunes, so can I order a CD instead? I will pay shipping. Maybe I should get into the whole iTunes thing, but I haven't yet. Well, at the moment I don't have it in general to order for a physical CD, but if you send me an email, maybe I can organize it. I know Celia has already asked for that, so maybe we'll do a few special orders, and if enough of you ask, then maybe we'll make it happen that there's a general way of ordering for a physical CD. But for now, it's only by special request. Okay, so the next song I'm going to be doing, actually I have to mention about the ticket, what is it, buying a ticket. So if you're enjoying this and you want to keep these kind of concerts happening, you feel like it would have been worth paying your money for a ticket, then there is a link down below in the description box where you can put a little ticket price, or you can pay for a ticket. I'm kind of trying to figure out the right words to use here. I'm not very good at this. But yes, so if you would have been happy to pay for this, it would be so wonderful if you could contribute, because that's what keeps these concerts happening. And I'm going to sing another song. Right? Mm-hmm. Right? This is I'm just talking to my sister Megan. She's the one helping me with all the tech stuff behind the scenes. She's looking quite sleepy.
I slept in between.
Yeah, she slept in between, which was maybe a fatal mistake. No, she's still doing fine. So the next one I'm going to sing or play for you is the title track of my album, which is Hope Isn't Far Away. So this is a tune I wrote in response to just seeing how really so many tough things are happening in the world. It's quite a scary place to be in, and sometimes it can feel like there's nothing we can do to make a difference in the world. When we see people suffering, we see things going wrong, it feels like being one small person, there's really very little you can do. But I'm so convinced that there is still hope despite whatever situation we might be in. So that's why I called this Hope Isn't Far Away. And I really hope that this whole album will be inspiring and hope-giving to all of you, and it will be something that really brings joy into your life. I need to tune that top C, you guys. It's it just recently broke. So that's why it's going so flat. Anyway, hopefully that will do it for now. So let's have a little check-in with the comments. Mary Brady, I just bought the album on iTunes! Yay! And I was the first to review. Thank you! That's amazing, Mary. I must encourage other people to review it as well. And I think I'm going to get a gold star! Yay! My second gold star! Don't forget to tell me, the rest of you, if you order an album on iTunes, or if you download it, or anywhere, if you order it from other online platforms too, or even if you send me an email for the physical copy, which I shouldn't really be advertising because it's extra work for us, but if you really want a physical copy, we'll send you one. So that's great that you reviewed it. I'm very excited to see that.
And she's in California.
Oh, awesome. Yay. In California. Okay, and then Celia said that it was perfect that I watched a movie and played with the kittens because they shared first place. Yay! So it's almost like I knew. I did check in with that, what is it called? A poll. I did check in with it, but I didn't check the final version. Oh, okay. Now I can't remember the name of Luminatus Lapidus. Oh, I can't remember who it is. But they said, let's sing a Scarborough Fair duet together. Oh, I'm afraid I sang Scarborough Fair in the last live stream, and I only have space to sing a certain number of songs. So Scarborough Fair is not going to happen again right now. But I did have other requests for other songs, so I don't think Scarborough Fair is going to happen this time, but you can always go and watch the first live stream and sing the duet with me there. And oh, it's greetings from Mexico. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, cool. So, oh, Mela Fazer is watching. Oh, welcome. Thank you for joining. She's a friend from Instagram. And Amelia is watching. She's one of my patrons. That's what I was supposed to tell you guys. Good thing Amelia reminded me by commenting that if you have been interested in maybe supporting my music on an ongoing basis, and that the best way to do that is Patreon, if you join now at the $10 level, you can get this album and my previous album for download. So if you're considering that, you really enjoy my music and you want to keep me going, support me as a musician, then don't buy my album on iTunes. Go and check out Patreon. There's so many rewards there, both for listeners and for harpists, and so that's the best place to go, and you can get both albums and a lot of other extra things as well, like MP3s of every song I release on YouTube, and extra behind the scenes stuff, and yeah, there's going to be all sorts of other things for harpists, live streams about the harp help topics, all sorts of things. Anyway, let's get back to the music.
Yes.
I'm going to sing. Jean says, another gold star is in order! Someone's album found its way to my computer. Yay! Thanks, Jean! I get a gold star. Okay, just see where is a good spot. This one you can't really see. I feel like we should move it. That one can go there. That one can go there. Yay, I'm getting some decoration. Okay, time for True Colors. Another one that I chose because of the beautiful words. I see your true colors shining through. I think it's just a lovely way to describe loving someone unconditionally and really seeing their true nature and loving them for who they are, not for what they do or what they've achieved. And I think that's really beautiful.
People
true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy, can't remember when I last saw you laughing. If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, you call me up because you know I'll be there, and I'll see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, and I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, just like a rainbow. Amelia paid for a ticket. Yay! Thank you, Amelia. That's so amazing. That's very, very cool. That makes me feel like you are one of the ones sitting in a seat in front of me in a real like hall or theater, and you paid for a ticket to sit there. So wonderful. Rather than the people who walk past when you're busking and don't drop anything in. No, I'm joking. I'm still happy to have the rest of you here, but it really does make a big difference. So I need to quickly say to the people on Instagram, it's so wonderful to have you watching. The reason I'm looking over there and over here is because I'm mostly streaming for YouTube, so you should join us over there. Christy-Lyn's Music on YouTube. That's where the main event is happening and all the great chat and everything. So I'm happy to have you here, but join us on YouTube if you can. Okay, is there anything I need to check in with the comments? It is 6 a.m. Sunday in Indonesia. Happy to wake up to your live YouTube performance. Beautiful morning. Welcome. I already welcomed you, I know, Melefeza, but I'm so glad it's early in the morning and a wonderful way to wake up to a fresh morning with some music and some excitement, because I'm so excited about this new album. I really think you guys are going to love it.
You should show them again.
Oh yeah, I should show them again. This is what we're celebrating today, the release of my new album, Hope Isn't Far Away, and all the songs I'm performing today are on it. There's 15 tracks, and yeah, I don't know if you can read that, but anyway, all the ones today and all the ones that I did in the live stream earlier as well, all on there, and they're some of my real favorite songs, so I had special reasons to share each of them with you, and I'm hoping that they come together to create something that's really relaxing for you to listen to, but also bring a message of hope and make you feel inspired and uplifted. So now I'm going to do one of the instrumental tracks, which is my arrangement of 3 different Celtic tunes. I'm calling it Josephine's set. The first tune is Josephine's Waltz. The second one is Jim Ward's Jig. And the third one is Morrison's Jig. And I don't normally perform this on a pedal harp because especially with Morrison's Jig, it has a C sharp up here and a C natural down here. So I'm going to have to do some interesting pedal work and hopefully it works out. Well, there's parts of it that I'm going to change a little bit to make it easier on a pedal harp, because it is very late. It is now 1:30 in the morning, so my brain is hopefully still working enough to do a good job of it. My late at night fingers are not thanking me, but I hope you enjoyed that. It's such a beautiful set of pieces. I love all three of them, and when I put the three of them back to back like this, it just feels magical. Let's check in with the comments. Joshua said, it's 1:30 in the morning here in SA. Well done for the midnight stream, Christy. Yep, it's 1:30 in the morning. And I don't know which Joshua that is.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, Joshua. I don't recognize your name. I don't know whether you're one of my friends or whether you just found me from YouTube, but it's really cool to have you, and kind of crazy that you're also willing to stay up until the middle of the night. Yeah, I see lots of clapping hands. Thank you everybody for the claps. That's really awesome. And BLZ346 says it's 7:30 in New Jersey, USA. This time is great. Thanks for staying up. Yay! Thanks for the confirmation. I had a feeling that it really is worth it. I'm a night owl, so I'm okay to stay up until the middle of the night, and I think it makes it more convenient for you guys, both in the US and also people in Australia and New Zealand and Japan. I know there's someone on Instagram who was watching from Japan and maybe Indonesia as well. It's first thing in the morning for you. So I didn't want to have only one live stream at a time that's really inconvenient for people in half the world. So I'm glad that it worked out for you. And remember that if you're enjoying this, that you can be a part of making the next one happen, and maybe you would have been willing to pay for a ticket if this had been a real live concert. So there's a link down below where you can make a ticket contribution, pay for a ticket, and it really, really does help. Even if it's a small amount, even if it's just $1 or $2, that really does help. And if you're willing to pay more, if you would have thought of it as a concert in Carnegie Hall where it's a much higher ticket price, I won't complain. Okay, I think I'm going to sing another song for you. So it is now time for Can't Help Falling in Love. So this one I just chose because it's a beautiful song. No other special reason except most people recognize it and it's a beautiful song. what is it? Oh, Tyler, BL346 paid for a ticket. Thank you so much. That's amazing. It's very nice to know that you feel that my music is worth it. And I wanted to mention that because I haven't really explained why I'm doing a live stream. That's so significant that I'm doing a live stream to celebrate this new album. And the reason for it is because you, as my online audience, are such a huge part of my music career. It wouldn't be right to be celebrating this without celebrating with all of you. So this album is actually a live album that I recorded both at a house concert, so a concert in someone's home. The other day when I said a house concert, someone thought like house music. No, it was my type of music, but in a house. And I recorded that live. And then I also did a live stream on the internet like I'm doing today, but I set up recording equipment and I did another recording for my album. So that's one of the wonderful things about this album, is that you really get a feel of that intimate moment when you're making music live. It's not like a clear-cut studio recording. It was actually recorded live. It captures that magical moment, and I think that you can feel the contribution that the audience makes, and I think that's part of what makes it so special. Some of you might have been there when I was recording it during a live stream, and so I think that my online audience is part of my album, so I'm really glad to be celebrating it with you. Oh, and also Joshua paid for a ticket. Thank you so much, Joshua. That's amazing. And don't forget, guys, if you are interested in this album, that there is a link down below on YouTube at least. Oh, and Joshua and Ian both bought an album. And Matthew. Oh my goodness, I get more gold stars. Yay! So if you've joined since I explained, every time someone downloads an album, I'm giving myself a gold star. So we can see how I'm getting more decorated, and we can kind of keep track of how many albums I've sold just during this concert. It's so exciting. I'm so proud of this album. I really think you guys are going to love it. It's going to be wonderful background music while you're cleaning the house or driving somewhere or even trying to fall asleep. It's very relaxing, but it's also got beautiful words. So it's something that you can sit and listen and contemplate, and hopefully it's wonderful in that way. Is this album different or the same as the one I won here a while back? If it's different, I'll download this one. So that's a very tricky comment, James, because if it wasn't different, I would still want to say it's different so that you download it. No, it is different. The one you won before was Soiree, my previous album, and this one is Hope Isn't Far Away, which is only released today. It is a brand new album. And if you want both of those albums, so maybe not for James, although I would encourage James too, to go and check out Patreon, because if you contribute on Patreon and support my YouTube channel there, at the $10 level, you actually get a download of both the albums, Soiree and Hope Isn't Far Away. So there's a link for that below. You can find out a little bit more about Patreon and how it contributes hugely to keeping me going as a musician. But I think I need to play some more music, Megs, don't you think? Okay, let's look at this comment first. Mary Brady said, silly question, what is the timeline for when you first learn a piece of music and then are performance ready? I'm just beginning after retiring, and it seems like my progress is on the slow side. So, Mary, that's a great question, but I don't think there's a simple answer because it really is so different for each person. And I'm a little bit crazy when it comes to performing, right, Megs? Mm. Yeah, so for me, if I have heard the song before and someone requests it when I'm performing at a restaurant or performing somewhere, if I just get the chords up on my phone and the lyrics, then I can perform it straight away. Which is really not normal, like singing and playing. But it's because I'm a natural performer. I just love performing live, which is why these YouTube live streams are so special for me. And I've had a lot of practice performing. And also, I've been playing a lot of different musical instruments for a long time, and I'm really familiar with how music works. So for me, it's very quick. And even when I'm learning a piece of music, as soon as I kind of have a bit of a grasp on it, I'm fine to perform it. But that's not really normal. So I think you don't need to compare yourself to other people. It really depends on you, how long you've been playing the instrument, whether you naturally learn things fast or maybe you take a little bit more time. But sometimes if you spend a lot more time with music before it's performance ready, then you really get to contemplate it more and put a lot of meaning into it. So enjoy the process of learning your new pieces, even if it takes you a long time. I think that can also be a beautiful process. I hope that helps. And let's do another piece of music. So we are going to sing Wild Mountain Thyme. Well, when I say we, I guess it's me and whoever wants to sing along.
You and your harp.
Yes, me and my harp, and whichever of you decide to sing with me. So, I didn't explain about this one. I keep on suddenly wanting to talk more, and poor Megan's like trying to make the microphones right for my singing versus talking. But anyway, just noticing my beautiful stars. The reason I love this type of song, and I put it on the album, as much as it's a very they're kind of sad Irish and Scottish songs. This one is a Scottish song, and it's just a song about love lost, and so it's quite sad. Although it ends up saying, if my true love never comes, I'll just find another one. So I think that's hopeful. Interesting. Not the kind of hope I was really talking about normally, but what I really love about these sad songs is that they take a sad story, something that really could be quite heartbreaking for someone, and just really taint a part of their life, but it takes that sad story and makes it into a really beautiful song. And to me, that's actually a message of hope as well, that even when something really hard happens, that it can be turned into something beautiful in the long term. So that's how I find meaning in these sad songs. Oh, the summertime has come, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the mountain thyme grows around the blooming James and Andreas both paid for a ticket. Thank you. That is amazing. Makes me feel so justified in spending this time doing all these live streams every month. And like you really value my music. Thank you. And also, James bought an album. Yay! Another gold star for me. Okay, let's see if we can... I'm running out of space. No, not really. That's like wishful thinking. Okay, let's put another one there. Thank you, James. It's so exciting. Look at all my decorations. Look at all these people who are buying my... Oh, that one's hiding. Buying my album, supporting musician. What am I supposed to say? Like freelance musicians, unsigned musicians. You're supporting the music industry. Independent musicians. That's the right term. Because I don't really want to be signed to an album because I would lose this personal touch. So I think of you all as not my album, to a label. I think of you all as my label because I can bring the music directly to you and you support me directly through things like Patreon and these live streaming concerts. And I just think it's so much better to have that personal touch and give you guys the music that you enjoy rather than having a middleman who kind of tells me what to do. Maybe I'll eat my words later in a few years' time, but I really don't think so. I love just serving you guys directly with the music, just like this. So Big 1037 says, Ron from Minnesota, please add another gold star. I just purchased your album. That's amazing. And he says, thanks for staying up so late. To be honest, I probably wouldn't go to bed that much earlier without the live concert, right, Megs?
Yes, 1 o'clock, but maybe not 2.
Maybe not 2 o'clock. Okay, that's true. Yeah, I am staying up at least an hour extra for you guys. Okay, but I am a night owl, so don't think too highly of my sacrificing because I am also a little crazy. I do stay up late quite often. Okay, but we still have at least one more song on the list, Fields of Gold. And then maybe if some of you have a special request, I might do something extra afterwards. And do you think we should introduce them to my new kittens? Okay, stick around, guys, because I just a week ago adopted 2 little kittens and they are the most gorgeous things ever. And they are sleeping in the other room. Well, I hope they're sleeping. Maybe they're playing. These things are so playful. But I really want to introduce them to you guys. So stick around. After I've finished this, I will show you my new babies.
And if they have any requests for the last song?
Yeah, if you have any requests, then let me know in the comments. And maybe I'll play your request. I'm just checking in on Instagram. I see there's still a few people watching there. Hi guys. I'm sorry I'm paying all my attention to YouTube, but that's where the action's at. And I'm still glad you're watching here on Instagram. And I see someone said they're going to buy my album. You must tell me if you've actually bought it and then I'll add a gold star even though you're on Instagram. Okay, what am I playing? Fields of Gold. So
tell them about the one on the album.
Oh, I was also supposed to tell you about Wild Mountain Thyme. When I was up in Johannesburg for my tour recently, I sang the song. I don't even know if I told Megan about this. I sang it at a performance where most of the people in the audience, it was a small performance at a guest house, and most of the people were my cousins and aunts and uncles and people who I'm related to. And one of the people in the audience was my lovely cousin Heather. And when I sang this song, the whole time, every time I sang All Around the Blooming Heather, I just wanted to laugh. So it was very hard to seriously sing the sad song when all I was thinking about was Blooming Heather, who was sitting in the audience. Anyway, so I try not to think of that every time I sing the song and rather keep in the moment of it being a sad song and not want to laugh about Heather. But Fields of Gold, yes. So just a behind the scenes info for all of you watching this live stream. I have a video of Fields of Gold coming out very soon on my YouTube channel where I went onto the beach. It was actually raining a little bit and I recorded myself with my harpsichole walking around the beach. I climbed up onto rocks and I had my cape blowing in the wind and I was with the sunset and all sorts of beautiful scenes. I even went and walked into the middle of a lake to get good footage. So there's an interesting video coming up soon for Fields of Gold. So watch out for that on my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribed. If you normally just watch these live streams, but you don't get to see my other videos, you have to make sure you subscribe because that video is coming soon.
Kevin's orchestration?
Yes, and my brother-in-law orchestrated it for this album. That's a good thing to mention. So that particular video has the same track that is the bonus track on this album, track number 15. And it is Fields of Gold with orchestra, orchestrated by my brother-in-law, and he did an absolutely fantastic job. It just really tells a story with all the ups and downs of the orchestra and strings and brass, and it is just so beautiful. So that's another reason to buy the album, just to hear that beautiful orchestration of Fields of Gold.
But I swear
remind him of Eva Cassidy's version. That's a great compliment because she was a fantastic singer. Every time I listen to a recording by her, I'm just blown away because she had such sensitivity in her singing, and she was very musically intelligent. Urkra is here. Welcome. Is that Ian? No, I don't know if that's Ian. But thank you, Christy-Lyn and your team, for a pleasant start to a Sunday morning. Ah, that's a wonderful comment. It's such a pleasure. I'm so glad you were able to watch us on your Sunday, and I hope it's a really relaxing day. Kath Art is here. She says, wow, that was mesmerizing. Thank you. And Mary is clapping, and Andreas is enjoying it, and Megan is bringing my sleepy kittens.
Can I come sit next to you?
Yes.
Look how sleepy.
This is Tansy, short for Tanzanite. Isn't she cute? Put your head up, girl. There we go. Very sleepy. And this one is Jasper. They're both named after gemstones. Yeah, you can make him say hi. Try and hold up his head a little bit. He is very wiggly. He is a very energetic one. They are brother and sister from the same litter. Dear. Even though Jasper is much bigger than Tansy.
Jasper.
And yeah, she's much smaller than he is. And he has a long, thin tail, and she has a shorter, kind of weirdly shaped, kinky tail. So yeah, maybe we should swap. I think you're less practiced at making him pose than I am. Oh, I could feel their big round tummies. They had a good supper and they're feeling nice and full. There's Jasper. Isn't he cute? People keep on telling me he looks cross-eyed, but I think he's gorgeous.
And she's got the biggest, most beautiful eyes.
Yeah, her special gift is eye contact. When you look at her, she just looks back at you with these big, beautiful eyes, and your heart just melts. You cannot stand to look at her with those eyes and not say, oh. Oh, people are enjoying them in the comments. And Ian said, yes, Google bombed out. Okay, so I was right, it is Ian Crab. And Mela Phaser is enjoying the kitties, and Amelia as well. Sorry, they are my new babies, and they're always distracting me. And if you want to see more of my kittens, the best place to be is Instagram, because I'm constantly posting on my Instagram story. I don't block up my normal Instagram because it would become an Instagram about kittens, which I don't think it should be. Mm-hmm. But in my Instagram story, I am not afraid to do it. Yesterday...
Is she falling asleep?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, her eyes are squinty. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, Tansy was playing with a bee, and before I could take it away from her, it stung her. And we ended up having to take her to the vet because her paw got more than double the size. It was like almost 3 times the size. It looked really crazy and very sore. So we took her to the vet, but I got a little photo not when it was 3 times the size, because by that time we were very worried and we took her to the vet. But when she first got stung and it was just a little bit swollen, I even took a photo. So I'm one of those moms who's like, the cat gets stung and then I'm like, let me just take a photo. No, I first checked she was okay, I promise. Okay. So I know that a few people were asking for different songs. So that was officially the end of our program for today, guys. It is now 2 a.m. 2:06 a.m. to be precise, but I am happy to do 1 or 2 song requests if you would like to stay up and watch me. It's been so wonderful having you all here. And I know Proper Game said, let's hear them vocals. Maybe he's tired of cats and chatting. But I have to choose a song because I really did go through all the songs I had planned. So I see there's some votes for Lark in the Clear Air, Lass of Glenshee, Green Bushes, or Black is the Colour of My True Love's Hair. I haven't sung any of those ones, but I have sung Lark in the Clear Air. James really wants me to sing Lark in the Clear Air. The problem is I normally sing that a cappella. So should I just sing it a cappella?
And then maybe do a Harp one after that?
Okay, yeah. So I'll sing that a cappella because James asked in both my live streams today, and I feel like I finally have to give him what he's asking for. But for the rest of you, if you have a request of a song with harp, maybe one of the ones that you've seen on my YouTube channel, then pop it down in the comments and I'll do it after Lark in the Clear Air. So the Lark in the Clear Air is actually quite a special one for me because my sister, not this one, Megan, the other one, Cara, she's the one who's married to Kevin, who did the orchestration on my album and actually mixed and mastered my album as well. On the one time I was performing Lark in the Clear Air at a music festival, and I realized on my way there, as I was singing the words to myself, that it was so appropriate, because in the song it says about that the person in the song is going to propose to his love the next day, and it was the day before Kevin was going to propose to Cara, and we were part of the plan, so she didn't know, but we knew that the next day he was going to propose to her. So this song is always forever dedicated to Kevin and Cara, my sister and brother-in-law.
I'm not sure how to do the settings.
Should
I do it the same as talk? I'll do it the same as instrumental.
Yeah, no, just do it the same as the singing. Okay, so this is going to be... I'm not going to do it with harp though, guys. Maybe another time. I'm just going to do it a cappella. Dear thoughts are in my mind, and my soul soars enchanted as I hear the sweet lark sing in the clear air of the day. For a tender beaming smile to my hope has been granted, and tomorrow she will hear all my fond heart would say. I shall tell her all my love, all my soul's adoration, and I think she will hear and will not say me nay. It is this that gives my soul all its joyous elation, as I hear the sweet lark sing in the clear air of the day. Especially for you, James, and always and forevermore dedicated to Cara and Kevin.
You get another star.
Yay! Does that mean that...
Amelia.
Yay! Thank you, Amelia. That's very exciting. Another star for me. There's a beautiful song on YouTube called One Gold Star for Me. You should go and look it up if you're keen. It's written by Dodie, and she sang it with Carrie Fletcher, and it's a very cute song. So every time I say One Gold Star for Me, I think of that song. Okay, another star. Thank you so much, Amelia. I hope you enjoy the album. And I see there's a few requests for the parting glass, which is a very appropriate way to end a concert. So I think I will end it with that. Oh, I should have done Scarborough Fair because Joshua wanted to... Was it Joshua who someone wanted to sing a duet with me?
Don't think it was that Joshua.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do parting glass. Sorry about that. I hope you enjoy it anyway. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So farewell to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call good night and joy be with you all. A man may drink and not be drunk. A man may fight and not be slain. A man may court a pretty girl and perhaps be welcomed back again. But since it has so old been, by a time to rise and a time to fall, come fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Come fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Simone G says, I think this is my favorite song that you've ever done. Always glad to hear it again. Thank you, Simone. That one is actually one of the ones on my previous album, Soiree. So if you want to hear it again and again and again, then that is also available, I think, on all the different platforms now, or it's about to be, right, Megs?
I think it went live today.
Okay, so that one is actually also now up on iTunes and all the different places. So Parting Glasses on Soiree. But Joshua Christensen bought a ticket. Yay! Thank you, Joshua. You are keeping these concerts going, and it helps me to know that you really value my music. So thank you so much. It really does. I do actually get excited every time I see that. I'm not just putting it on for show, I promise. So look at all these people who bought my album just during this concert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9. Tansy had one on her foot.
Ah, so apparently Tansy the kitten took one away with her by mistake. So 9, and I think there were 9 in the previous concert as well. And for the rest of you, maybe you will think twice, and after the concert ends, you'll still go and purchase it, which would be awesome, because I really think that you'll enjoy it.
Probably some people bought and didn't tell us.
Probably. Maybe there's some people who aren't in the chat of the comments and weren't able to tell us. But I very, very much appreciate each one of you for spending this time with me and for purchasing my new album, sharing my excitement, because I really do think it's something I'm so proud of that I'm really happy to share with you. And I hope it brings you many hours of joy while you're driving, while you're at home, whatever you may be doing while you're listening to my album. I hope that it becomes more joyful and that it sparks an extra feeling of hope in you whenever you listen to the lyrics. So I don't know if there's any more questions. James said both concerts were wonderful. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys next time. So make sure you're on the email list. There's a link in the description box where you can join my email list to get news updates every 2 weeks. And if you're a harpist, you get another one in between about my harp help videos and tips and tricks behind the scenes. And you also get invited to these in advance so that you can set aside time in your calendar and make sure you're here live, because it is so much fun to have us all together around the world appreciating the music together. So yeah, and there's lots of extra things, downloads like a Scarborough Fair MP3 download and all sorts of different things that you get when you join my email list. So make sure you're on there. And I hope to see you again next month. So thanks for joining me. Bye.